we got a ton of incredible setups for this week. In this video, I want to go over the top stocks that I'm watching for this week to keep you guys prepared for the markets. We got some incredible setups that I want to talk about, and this week looks absolutely incredible. Make sure to subscribe with notifications on. Make sure to leave a like. I'll be going live right at market tomorrow for the rest of the week, so make sure to click the notify me button. If you have not already, make sure to join the Discord. We have been absolutely killing it, and our small account challenge is doing amazing. If you guys want live entries and exits, premium chat room access, educational course, and the small account challenge, you guys can check that out. Link in the description. So let's get started. SundayStockTalk.com. The newsletter will be dropping in an hour. So first, let's talk about the economic calendar. The only thing that I'm concerned about this week is on Friday, we have FOMC meeting minutes. This catalyst causes volatility. So 2 hours before market closes, expect some volatility for the market. So that is the only thing that I'm concerned about. I am swinging some weekly options, so I want to sell out before Wednesday or before the FOMC meeting happens. So that is what I'm only concerned about for the economic catalyst. Now let's talk about the SPY. The overall market, the S&P 500 looks pretty decent. Okay, it doesn't look incredible, but it looks decent. We broke out of the consolidation level, and then we tested the level of support. We broke out of the resistance. Now we have tested the level of support. $474 is going to be our critical level of support. So let's zoom out. Let's zoom in a little bit here. So we could see that this was our previous level, and now it is the level of support by how we bounced off of this level. So we need to hold the $474 on the SPY daily time frame, because if we do not hold this level, and then we have more room to the downside, which is $468. So for the bears, a nice short below $474 is going to be a great play for the bears. This is what I am taking a look at for the SPY. Overall trend is to the upside, and our price target is $480. We just need to hold the $474. Now the main question that everybody is asking is this going to be the week where we finally hit all-time highs, which is right at $480 for the SPY? We will find out this week. Now, the first play that I'm watching, which I'm already in, is in PayPal. Okay, PayPal weekly calls right at the money. PayPal looks absolutely incredible. We have a lot to talk about for PayPal. Now, I'm already in shares. We bought in shares right around the bottom for PayPal. We're up over 15% on shares. We talked a lot about the falling wedge breakout, but the play that I'm looking at for this week is a day trade and a swing trade on the daily time frame. We're taking a look at PayPal, where we broke out of a massive downtrend on the daily time frame, and then we started consolidating. Now this is very important to understand, because this looks just like the setup on SoFi. SoFi had a downtrend breakout, and then we were consolidating here, and then it broke out and had a very nice pop, and then consolidated again, and now it keeps running to the upside. So PayPal looks incredible. I am already in, and this is also a play for the small account challenge on the Discord, so make sure to check that out. So we're taking a look at PayPal. My price target is $63 and $64. I think we're going to see a nice bounce right at market open and ride it up to $63. Futures are also up a little bit, 0.16%. So as long as if we have that market open green, then it's going to look very nice for PayPal stock. Price target 63 and then $64. Next, we have Microsoft, another incredible play that I am already in with this week expiration. We talked about it on the Discord. We talked about it when we were trading live on YouTube, and I also made a video on it 3 days ago. Microsoft looks incredible for this week. because of how tight it has gotten, and then we closed right at the level of resistance. So the first 15 minutes is going to be very, very interesting, especially since that is the time when we get the most volume, but we closed right at the level of resistance. So if we get that momentum right at market open, it is going to look very nice for Microsoft. My price target is $380 and then $384. Those are the two price targets for Microsoft. This is also a blue chip stock, so if it has a ascending triangle formation, then almost everyone is going to watch. Now, we can take a look at something like Amazon, which has a similar setup to Microsoft, an ascending triangle formation. The main confirmation is going to be when we close above on the daily time frame. And then we're going to see how we are going to respect the level of resistance. So keep in mind that this was a resistance. This was the roof. But then we broke out, we came back and tested this level again, and then we had the continuation to the upside. So expect something like that for Microsoft. So when it breaks out, I want to sell out of my Microsoft contracts. This is the second A+ setup that I'm watching. PayPal and Microsoft, I am already in call options for these two stocks. The third stock that I am watching is Macy's stock. We have an amazing symmetrical triangle formation on the daily time frame. We need to be above $20.40 for it to be bullish, and we need to see that close above. So right around market open, I want to see and I want to look at Macy's for weekly call options on Macy's. I love this symmetrical triangle. Now, keep in mind of the $21 level, because the $21 is the area where we had a potential buy for the stock of Macy's, a buyout for Macy's at $21. So $21 is going to be our price target, and then the wick at $21.26. This looks a lot like our play on SSNT with this amazing symmetrical triangle formation. Is Macy's going to pull that? We're going to find out this week. But the stop loss is going to be the close below $19.84. If we start breaking this level, it is not going to look good for Macy's. The next stock that I'm watching is NVIDIA stock. NVIDIA looks incredible. We made a whole video on it. Nancy Pelosi is also in NVIDIA. But the amazing part about NVIDIA to me is the weekly time frame, and look at how tight it has gotten on the weekly time frame. So is this going to be the week where we finally break out for NVIDIA? Now, NVIDIA itself is a very, very expensive stock to trade. Okay, it is a $495 stock, but I want to see it get tighter, and then I want to buy a weekly call option to play this breakout to the upside. This is going to be a little bit in the higher risk category just because of how expensive the stock is. So if you have a small account challenge, this is definitely not going to be a play for you because the call options are very high for NVIDIA stock. Next, we have Netflix with a symmetrical triangle formation. It's kind of consolidating right now. We also kind of have this flag, but we have this consolidation, and I'm looking at calls above $492 and price target being $500, which is the wick for Netflix stock. So I'm going to be watching this as well as when I'm live trading on YouTube tomorrow right at market open. Next, we have RIVN with a consolidation pattern. So I want to buy in calls at the level of support, and then my price target is going to be $24.42. So we can potentially buy calls and at the level of support, ride it to the upside, or we can also short it to the downside. But since the overall trend for the market is to the upside, I'm taking a look at calls right at the level of support and then leave that stop loss close below. This is also a great play for the small account challenge that I'm watching for this week. Next, we have ticker symbol LLY. LLY looks interesting on the daily time frame. We have this symmetrical triangle formation. I want to buy in calls right at the level of support instead of playing the breakout. So I want to buy calls right around $568 and play play this bounce. Like we did with XPEV, where we played the bounce, that is what I'm taking a look at for LLY. So we are looking very nice and incredible for LLY to play the bounce at the level of support and then leave that stop loss closed below on the daily time frame. Next we have ticker symbol PENN, PENN Entertainment. Now this one looks good because it is another play where we want to buy in at the level of support. So instead of playing the breakout and the resistance, we want to buy in at the level of support. So I want to see 2 red days for PENN, and if we hit the level of support, I want to grab a 2 to 3 weeks out of call options for PENN. I'm taking a look at a $28.58 target. Now this is one of those stocks where it can have a potentially a huge run, something like SSNT, where we had the breakout for that, or a play on Upwork. So PENN looks incredible for a play off of the level of support, and I would also love the risk to reward. But as long as if we go down and we hit the level of support, that is what I'm taking a look at for PENN Entertainment. Bank of America also has a similar setup. We're forming this ascending triangle formation. We broke out of this downtrend, so I want to see it drop to the level of support to play calls off of Bank of America. Now, one thing to keep in mind is, so this is looking pretty good, but we can also potentially form something like a sideways channel. So the close is going to be very important. So if Bank of America does come back down to $32.84, that is also going to be a great area to play calls off the level of support, like we did with PayPal. So Bank of America might be potentially forming a future consolidation pattern like PayPal, or like we had with SoFi right here. So I'm definitely watching Bank of America for this week. It's a $33 stock, and the call options are dirt cheap for Bank of America. So XPEV, we played this last week, but pretty much XPEV overall looks bullish. Okay, we made a video on XPEV and Chinese stocks in general, but again, we are sitting at that crucial low level of support. This can also be a nice shares and equity play. Price target $17, but we can see that we are kind of repeating this descending triangle breakout to the upside. So I'm still watching XPEV and keeping it on my watch list. If for some reason the market dumps and XPEV comes back down at the level of support, I'm definitely looking to play it again. But if you are swinging this stock with 2 to 3 weeks out, I think you are looking good to the upside in the long run for XPEV. Next, we have Tesla, which we are already swinging our February expiration. We can see that here Tesla calls were not a bad idea. We have this nice level of support, which was a previous level of resistance. So Tesla stock is right at the level of support. Our price target is $257 for Tesla. Overall, going into 2024, I'm very bullish on Tesla, and I think by February, by our expiration, I think we can hit $300 on our option contract, which is going to be our price target for Tesla stock. So Tesla stock again is overall looking bullish, especially on the weekly time frame. It's just that we consolidate, then we go to the upside, then we consolidate, and then we go to the upside. So that is what I'm taking a look at for Tesla. And right at market open calls is not a bad idea for Tesla, having your stop loss below 246. So Tesla is looking bullish as long as if we hold this level of support. Next we have BA. With another consolidation pattern, I'm taking a look at puts below $259. So I'm loving the idea for BA puts, just because it had an incredible run. And then we have a massive resistance on the weekly and daily time frame. And this isn't a stock like Apple or Microsoft where it keeps going up. It's a kind of like an airline. They make planes and whatnot. So I like the probability to shorting BA, especially with the RSI. Last we have Bitcoin. Now, I am very, very bullish on Bitcoin. Got over 22,000 in Bitcoin, and I keep accumulating over the weekend. Every other week I keep buying Bitcoin. This is one of my biggest long-term predictions. I have to make a whole video on it, but Bitcoin just crossed $45,000. We talked about it on our premium Discord, and how we're very bullish on Bitcoin. Okay, we're very bullish on Bitcoin, especially long-term wise, easily 200,000. But Bitcoin ascending triangle formation, we were looking incredible price target 48,000. So watching potentially Bitcoin stocks, Coinbase, crypto mining stocks, and all of that. So if Bitcoin closes like this, we are looking incredible. Breaking out of this massive ascending triangle, and we haven't even hit all-time highs for Bitcoin. The SPY and the overall market has hit all-time highs, and Bitcoin has not. So this is a interesting watch for Bitcoin. I love Bitcoin, one of my biggest position. Subscribe with notifications on. Make sure to leave a like if you enjoyed this video, and make sure to join the Discord. I'll be dropping the newsletter in a couple hours, and see you guys tomorrow right at market open, as I'll be going live on YouTube. See you guys tomorrow, and take care.